What's up, everyone? Welcome, and welcome back. This is the official Hardcore Challenge 2019 Season 11 Kickoff Special, as it is officially here. The 2019 Hardcore Challenge Fantasy Football season is upon us. We've been waiting. We've all wanted our chance to get back in it after the, hell, I didn't even make the playoffs. I sold my soul to try to make the playoffs and didn't even make it. So, I've actually come in without a first, a second, third, and a fourth round pick into this upcoming draft. So, it's going to be an interesting draft for me, and I'm sure it's going to be an interesting offseason for a lot of us, as, let's not forget how it ended. It ended with Mo, 0-13. The first ever team in 10 seasons of the Hardcore Challenge to finish the season without a win. We saw Donkey Punch win the NFC for the second straight year, only to fail in Hardcore Bowl 10, just as they had fell in Hardcore Bowl 9. We saw the Bandits finally make the playoffs to reach the NFC Championship and fall flat on their face. We saw a lot of crazy things go down. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot more crazy things go down this season, as it is season 11, the 11th season of the Hardcore Challenge. It's hard to believe we've been doing this for as long as we have. So we're going to tweak a few things coming into this season. And first off is we want to spread a little more wealth. I'm not going to change the prize money or any of that, or pretty much how everything has happened up until now. We did have some issues with the championship rings, but those have been sorted out. Kevin has received his. Tom will be receiving his shortly. It's actually right there, ready to be shipped out with 2 more boxes I've got ready to get shipped out this week. The championship rings are not customized as the only thing, although they are very, very high quality. I found a nice third-party company outside of NFL.com that's going to be taking care of them for us going forward. The Hardcore Cup, which we have come to know and love and battle for over the past decade, is being retired this season upon its return to Hardcore Challenge Live Studios, and we will have a new cup that will be sent to the current champion. It is going to be a cup that it's professionally made. It's a cup just for our league. It's going to have metal plaques on it that can be added, somewhat like the Stanley Cup, as each new owner for the year, for that season, the plaque will be added onto it, and then it will travel along season to season to season. So, of course, $1,000 to the winner, $500 to the runner-up in the Hardcore Bowl. But if you make it into the divisional round, if you are in the final 8, the final 4 of each conference, you are going to win a prize pack, team-specific prize pack, team of your choice. You'll receive a prize pack if you are the final 8, final 4 of your conference, starting this season. We're going to send you out from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios in the Reaction Shop. We're going to send you out a nice custom prize pack for making it. It is a feat. I have not myself made the playoffs since 2011. This is not a league full of chumps. These owners that we have in here are for real, and these guys game, and they put a lot of time into it. Man, there's guys that literally get up at the freaking second the waiver wire is cracked in the middle of the night to make the best moves. And it ain't easy, man. It ain't easy. This is the real deal. This is the dynasty, and you trade draft picks. We play individual defensive players. This is the pinnacle of fantasy football competition. It's the Hardcore Challenge, the pinnacle of fantasy football competition. It's season 11, 32 owners, 16 teams in each conference, the AFC and the NFC, culminating down to one champion. It was Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood again last year, 3-time champion. Amazing. Donkey Punch falls also been there 3 times. Only won once, but have been there the last 2 times. They've walked away with $1,000 over the last 2 years. So J-Dub's not doing too bad for himself. If you will go to the YourNFL.com league homepage, you will see that almost everything is complete. The only thing that needs to be completed are the schedules that have already been done for the NFC and the AFC. I've punched them in. They've randomly uploaded the divisional schedules, as well as who your conference opponents will be for this season, and those will be put in over the next 24 hours. Then it will be done. Everything will be ready. This is the only thing that needs to be done, is the schedule to be uploaded. So the draft order is accurate. Everything else in there is accurate. The scoring, all of the settings, everything is accurate. When the draft is going to happen, the trade deadline, everything is accurate other than the schedule. The schedule will be inputted, and you'll see it in the bottom. It will show as I update every week. You'll know in the bottom, and you'll be sent notifications that the schedule has been updated. I'm going to keep you updated every week going forward. This will be our time slot. Sunday, 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern. We'll be right here. Just a nice little intimate moment. And we'll get together. I'm going to have some of the owners on. We're going to have our prediction show. So, I can dog on you all, and, you can also have some fun with it, and you can talk your shit about me too. I've been in the playoffs since 2014? Not 2011. It was just like 2014 was the last time I was in the playoffs. 2011, I was in the Hardcore Bowl and lost. At least I've been there. The draft order, Brian. Let's see. Brian, you are shit. I got so many teams. Which team are you, Brian? You are Bleeding Green, correct? Yes. No. You're King Salami. Wrong team. Brian, King Salami. If you look at your draft order, now if you'll remember, all of us, we have 5 keepers. 1 must be defensive. Those keepers will lock the Sunday before the draft. The draft is August 25th. That is the week before Labor Day weekend. And then after that Labor Day weekend, that Thursday night, the season kicks off. He's King Salami. King Salami. Gotcha. If you look at, if you go to the homepage and click on draft info, if you look at the 6th round, the 6th round will show you what the current draft order is. And it looks like King Salami is drafting 10th. Bleeding Green has the number 1 overall pick in this year's AFC draft. In the NFC, the number 1 overall pick belongs to Mo Betta Butta, who went 0-13. I guess we all knew that. Now, the most interesting thing, if you will look at the draft order, the NFC, I don't know what the deal is over there. Y'all fools don't know how to trade or what the fucking deal is, but there were like hardly any trades the entire season in the NFC. Like 2 draft picks were traded. There was like nothing happened. It was retarded compared to what happened in the AFC. The AFC, we were willing to sell our houses and rent our wives for a freaking playoff appearance. It didn't matter. I traded the house to try and make it in. So with all of that happened, the draft in the AFC is going to be crazy. You've got All-Pro Afro sitting with 1, 2, 3 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks. So they've got 5 picks in the first 2 rounds. Oh My Odell Yes also has 3 first-round picks, although it doesn't appear that they have a second-round pick, but they have 2 third-round picks. There are definitely some Bison Broncos with 2 first-round picks. There were some trades last year. They're going to shake some things up in the draft. We've got the draft for the AFC starting at 6 p.m. Eastern. The draft for the NFC is going to start an hour later. Myself and the Vice President, Mr. Matt Herron, who will be in attendance in the studio with me, will be holding it down live and giving you guys the blow-to-blow details as it goes down live. Hardcore Bowl 11 is on the horizon. It's the 2019 draft, 2019 offseason. We're leading up. August 25th is going to be our draft. The week before Labor Day weekend. We've had it on Labor Day weekend before. It's not been the best. We don't want everybody having to break away from their families on Monday night. The season starts right after Labor Day weekend this season, so it has to be on August 25th. Hell, that's my anniversary, for Christ's sakes, and the wife is willing to sacrifice that because she understands it has to happen. It's just the way the calendar shook out this year. So, August 25th it is. That is the thing. Now, invoices should have been sent out to, I would say, probably 97%, 97.3% of all owners. I know some of you have changed emails or you haven't received them. I tried to save them all in my PayPal account. Some I can distinguish, some I don't know. Y'all got some goofy ass fucking emails. You know, I don't know what your childhood nickname is, and I don't know when the fuck you were born. So I don't know what some of associate with some. So if you haven't got it, please message me, message the group page, something. Make sure you get your invoice. We'd like to have all of the invoices paid by August 1st, if possible. If for some reason that's an issue for you, you know, man, get a second job, something. But just let us know. It's not that big deal. We don't take EBT. You can't donate plasma for it, Mo. But if you would like to donate plasma to get the money and then send us the money, then that's quite all right. You know, I think they'll even give you a cookie afterwards. But whatever you got to do, you know, obviously if you intend to play and, you know, money's an issue for some fucking odd reason, just let us know. We don't want to be bill collectors. All the money goes back out anyway. Shit, I lose money every season. I don't make any money doing this shit. Our league shirts for this year the design is done. I'm going to be posting those to the group page, and I'll be talking about it next Sunday on the show, on the next edition of Hardcore Challenge Live. But if you want to get this year's owner shirts, we stepped up the design a little bit. I think they look badass. The quality, if you didn't get one last year, the quality of the shirts was fucking phenomenal. And so if you didn't get one last year, get one. It's a one-time run. If you're an owner and you want a shirt, it says on the back you're a Hardcore Challenge League owner. And interesting, Mr. Pinky. Interesting. We do have an opening currently. We do. We had actually have one drop out. Actually, two. One from each conference actually dropped out. Not sure why. Actually, one had been in the playoffs in the NFC the last two seasons. So that team is a solid team, and the other team actually just missed the playoffs. Stinky Pinky has spoken. And I you know, he's 0-13, Mo. 0-13. But yes, we do, and I want to, since we have had a couple openings, and we did a great job filling the two that we had last year, because both of those guys are returning, and both of them ended up in the playoffs. Both were great owners and great additions to the league. I want to make sure anybody that falls off and steps out of the league, that we're really selective about who we stick in there, and we make sure that we add guys that not only raises the level of competition in the league, but is somebody that's going to be around for years and years to come to game with us. Because, like I said, we're adding the prize packs for all of the owners that are into the final 8. It is a competitive league, and it is not easy to get that deep into the playoffs. I can attest to that. I play my ass off every year against you bastards, you sons of bitches, and you still, I haven't been able to squeak in the last few years. I have not made it easy on myself as I stack the division I'm in with some of my best friends, and we play to the hilt, and it is, as I know the rest of you all do as well. There's never a gimme week that we ever play in the Hardcore Challenge, so if you make it, man, you fucking earn it, and we feel there should be a little more love spread, even if it's not monetarily spread. At least it will be right on. At least it will be something you can look forward to. So it's something you can play for. We just finished up a Madden League, a Raider Reaction Madden League, and the guys that are getting the prize pack sent out to them now, it's but yes, so if if you have somebody that you really, really want to get in and you know they'll be a diehard owner, please hit me up. Let's fill these 2 spots that we currently have. I think they're the only 2 that we're going to have, and I hope that we have. I was really hoping for a full boat reboot, but I do understand that, it comes around and maybe the $50 is more than somebody wants to spend, or they're in 10 leagues and maybe this one's the one they decide. But we want to have somebody that's committed to this league. Hell, this is the only fantasy football league I play anymore. This is it. I dedicate a lot of time to this league, and this season we really, really plan to step it up. I have moved into new facilities. I have built a custom studio for this and my Raider Reaction page and brand that I have going in the webcast I'm doing for that. So I have a custom studio, sounds, everything's HD now. We are going to be committed to the shows for this season, and we are really stepping it up more than we did last season. I really want to step it up for the 10th, but due to me moving and a lot of things going on, then wasn't able to focus as much as I wanted on season 10. But season 11 is a whole different story. So let's crank it up. If you haven't got your invoices yet, please let me know. Let's try to have all of those paid by August 1st so we know everybody's locked and loaded, and that gives us 3 weeks plus to make sure everything's tight for the start of our 11th season. August 25th is the draft. The Sunday before, your keepers will lock. You have 5 keepers to select. 1 must be defensive. It can either be a team or it can be a individual defensive player, but 1 must be defensive. You must select those and get your draft board in order. That's really all you got to do right now. Pay your invoice, get your buy-in paid. Make sure your draft board's in order and select your keepers. That's really all you got to do. And if you want to move up, I'm going to put it out there right now. There's no shame in my game. I need a first-round pick for this season, and I am willing to trade multiple picks for next year's draft to move up to anywhere into the first round. So if you're listening out there, I'm ready to wheel and deal. I need to get into the first round. I'm willing to trade my first and second next year to get a first this year. I may even be willing to throw in a fourth. First, second, and fourth to move into the first round this year. So just throwing that out there. If anybody'd like to message me. So it's on. By tomorrow, the schedules will be done. Give me 24 hours, all the schedules will be plugged in. Everything else is up to date. Remember, round 6 is round 1 when you were looking at the draft order, because our first 5 rounds come off the board are our keepers. So the draft order is round 6. Bleeding Green is the first overall pick in the AFC. Mo Betta Butta is your first overall pick in the NFC. This is the 2019 Season 11 Kickoff. It's on. It is time for another season of the Hardcore Challenge. Are you ready for the challenge? Good luck. Game on. I'll see you next week. Same time, same channel.